EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway.
Keep playing. On the double. Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Double up. Hey, Sam on.
On play action, Lawrence. And it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Attack. Watch the shift. Switch.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Check Mike 33. Man out.
On first down, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
57 color. Tighten up.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Lawrence going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 10-2 stop. Heavy.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
All day, dog. Mike, check 33. 15. Watch the out. Watch the out.
King, you gotta play defense.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go, D. Yellow. Come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Back to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of... That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. This is intercepted. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about Sepp. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57.
The hype and the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
We are going. Hey, check 24, check 24.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game? And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Motion, man, motion. All right. Watch 12. It's coming this way, here we go.
Rodgers will throw for it. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
King, you gotta play defense.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Yellow. Come on, let's go. Check 31. Check 31.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. There he goes left side. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas. City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Back north. Back.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
You got 58. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2.
We got 4. We got 4. Inside. Slam.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got a man, complete. The 30. 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they have taken the lead. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 74 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it. And this is going to be intercepted. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But
he's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there, with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 30, past the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right now, you got 58. Check three.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Trent McDuffie in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Heavy, heavy. Poco over here. Shoot.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in. A big play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Hey, yo, go gun. 15. Check 24. Watch 24.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
We are going. Switch gears. Hey, we are going.
One final try now for Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
King, you gotta play defense.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Tag! 70 Lions! I'm coming! Jackson!
Hurts throwing right away. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hawk 70. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check smash. Check smash.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
57's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
After the interception, here's Smith. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 47 yards. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now the Seahawks are going to elect to go for 2 here.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Gino's going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Heavy on the edges. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown, and this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gino. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got four. We got four down. 57, Mike, 57. Pace. Let's go. That's 57's Mike.
Throwing is Smith. Being chased out left. He lets it fly for Lockett. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Target.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Right there. Go check.
Throwing is Hurts.
Hey, let's get this. Joker.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Hurts will throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Geno. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. James Bradbury running in and finishing that play on the corner blitz.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
We're going to shut you down.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. All tied up, 6-6, our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check. Big Lion. Switch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have moved out in front. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Watkins diving. He's got it. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43. 18, Pioneer.
On first down, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
In motion right is Smith. On first down, Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. The slot man in motion right.
Check.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Good work, boy. Let's go.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 74 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Walker, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
On the ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins